Hello everyone, this is my new video, The Good Spy, The Bad TVIX and Trading Them Together by CastAwayTrader. This is a homepage of my website www.castawaytrader.com. And before we start, I would like you to read that important disclaimer. Okay, here we go. So first let's start with what is specifically TVIX. TVIX is a fund which tracks short-term volatility. It's closely tied to twice the daily return of S&P TVIX short-term futures. TVIX trades like a stock. It's very liquid with an average daily volume of 30 million shares. But TVIX is not a buy and hold instrument, guys. On average, it loses 15% of its value per month due to the double structure and contango. So it can lose 85% of its value per year. However, TVIX does a great job of matching the short-term percentage moves of the VIX. So this is the source of that information. You can read it just to get more details. So now let's look at the charts. You may have heard that I launched my personal private Discord chart where I update charts pretty regularly, and this is where I invite all my students who subscribe to my video course Predict the Next Market Move with Harmonic Elliott Waves. And all the charts I'm going to show you today were posted in my private Discord room, and for your convenience I add the day and time when I posted them and my comments which I provided to users of that private Discord chat. So let's start with SPY. So this is Monday morning, 8:26 a.m. We have not opened yet, and at that point I highlighted that as long as SPY holds to 278.80 support, it can climb up to 283. So it was a typo. The critical support on the chart was 280.80. It was at the previous low, which I counted as corrective wave B of 5 down. So at that point pre-open, I still thought that probably SPY would make another high before it finally starts a corrective move down, because that C up would complete a wave parenthesis 3 up, and from here we could get A down, B up and C down. And here comes the most interesting part of that video. I tracked SPY in pair with TVIX, a fund which tracks short volatility index. And normally we should work in opposite direction, because what volatility is, it's an index calculated on option prices which are priced by option dealers. When option dealers have bearish expectation regarding SPY, we start charging more for puts, and once we start to charge more for puts, so VIX index goes up and TVIX would go up. So if you can spot a bullish setup on TVIX, that would be a strong hint that SPY may go down. And this is exactly what happened. You may have seen some charts of TVIX I posted last week on my website when I highlighted that buy zone, the bottoming zone. You see it was like the C of 5 of larger parentheses, C of larger parentheses 5. So when I got the completed count of the 5-way down of the top mate in December 2018, it was a great sign that we're gonna get a pullback in the market. And you could play it two ways, either just by buying puts on markets, on indexes like SPY, QQQ, or you could just buy TVIX itself. But again, please be very careful. Don't try to make it at home without supervision, because TVIX can deliver huge losses to your account. And that specific setup was brilliant, because we got impulsive looking rally in wave A, and then we got a corrective looking decline in pullback in wave B down. So from here I expected a rally, which would target that red box. Look, I posted that on Monday at 9:51 a.m. So this is TVIX 45-minute chart. This is Monday 12:10, and here we see that SPY breaks down critical support I highlighted earlier that morning. And I posted for my followers in my Discord private chart, the support is broken. Monday 12:29, look at TVIX, what a rally. So I nailed that bottom and it's still coming up to the target zone. Monday 12:19, the chart of SPY, it keeps going down, it keeps tanking, and at that point I highlight to my followers that we do have that unfilled gap up, happened in February 2019 on 15th, and normally when you have that unfilled gap up, it becomes a magnet for the first pullback. But despite the common expectation that the price would fill it immediately, normally what happens is that on the first try we only try the upper band here and then get a pullback, and only from the second attempt we normally fill that gap. Look at that. So it has not even tagged the upper band, so it provided a pullback. And another rule of thumb, you can see that uptrend, it got broken, and normally price would come back up and retest that trend line, broken trend line from above. It's a great bearish setup. So I highlighted for my followers on Tuesday pre-market 8:35 a.m. that corrective B up may stretch higher to 280.97. And look, I show them my bearish expectation because I'm adding that green box lower because I am expected a corrective pattern ABC to play out, and I'm showing that at least the price should drop to 275.63, the minimum 76.4 extension of the first drop in wave parenthesis A down, but it could stretch to 274.40 or even 273.24. So Tuesday 11:43, so what we have in TVIX. In TVIX we got first wave A up, B down, and then that spiky move. And from here I highlighted that green target zone, and if price comes back down to retest it, again it would be another micro bullish setup. Tuesday 3:50, we are about to close, and I'm posting for my followers in my private Discord chat. I do not see how SPY can bottom here. We still have that enticing green gap down to fill, and 274.40 looks like a solid target. So that's the level I'm talking about, and this is my green box. And Tuesday 4:20, this is actually a great example of setups, of clean setups you can get in volatility field. So we got that impulsive looking rally, and I can count it as like A, B, C of wave 1, A of 3, B of 3, C of 3, and here we get a classic triangle corrective pattern which is subdivided into 5 waves, A, B, C, D, E, and normally it's like a pressed spring which would release its energy and it would be a spike in direction of the main trend. And for here, price entered the triangle moving up, and it should leave the triangle in the same direction, in up direction. So once I posted the chart for 20 p.m., I loaded on TVIX again after close, because TVIX can be bought and sold until 6 p.m. Wednesday 9:15, 15 minutes before open, we open with a spike with a gap up. I'm selling my TVIX here, but after like 1 hour I see another beautiful pattern, bullish pattern. I'm posting volatility is calling down, preparing for another spike up. That pattern is called coil, and here we get it. So that was our coil at 9:15, and look at the beautiful rally we got from 29.60 up to 31. Wednesday 10:29 a.m. Thursday pre-market 8:59 a.m. So we are here. Look at that blue line, it's 200 moving average, add it to 5-minute chart. Yes, you should and you can use 200 moving average and 1000 moving average not only on daily charts but on any time frame from 5-minute to weekly. And so this is exactly where it got to the first resistance, and that level 32 was a multiple point where the price got rejected. Look at here, here, there, and so that was the 5th test of that resistance. Thursday, 10:58 a.m. the price finally is testing my red target box, which I added 2 days ago. So here you could buy TVIX, you could hold it from 26.80 up to 33.60, a beautiful trade. I did not hold it that long, but I kept buying and selling that TVIX shares Wednesday 11:36 a.m. So we see here that SPY finally arrives into the green box, very close to my important target 274.40, and this is where I warn my followers that it is time to cut shorts. I'm not talking here about adding to longs, because that drop does not look like as a completed downside target, but when you have such a drop and volatility spikes, the price of your put options spikes as well. So it's a great point when you can drop your puts. You just put your stinky offers, meaning that you can add just 10-20 cents to the current offer price, and because then that spike happens, option dealers put away their bids and offers. The spike on puts may be even steeper than on the basic asset. Thursday, 3:54 p.m. for 6 minutes before close, and I highlight for my followers that wave parentheses C down may stretch to 176.4% extension or 223.6% extension of the first leg in wave parentheses A down. So at this point I change my count, and I perfectly see that that drop was an expanded flat correction. And an expanded flat correction, the first move up in wave A of 4 followed by a corrective move up in wave B up, and despite the fact that that move in B up is a corrective wave, it manages to make a new higher high over the top made by the preceding rally in wave parentheses 3 up. This is a very specific look, and it's very easy to spot that type of corrective move. I not only show the targets, I try to explain my followers why I set target there, what kind of pattern is in play, and Discord is a great platform because it enables me to paste hyperlinks. That was a hyperlink to main patterns, a special folder on our private chat where I keep all patterns at hand, and my followers simply click that main patterns and they get to that page. And look at the expanded flat. So this is a slide from my video course, Predict the Next Market Move with Harmonic Elliott Waves. And here you can see how typically an expanded flat corrective wave is structured. We have ABC move down, it's subdivided into 3 subwaves. This is the first leg, A down. Then we got 3 waves up in wave B, and look, it is making a new higher high over the top made by the preceding impulsive move up in rally in wave 3 up, and then the final drop when it gets really strong. So in fact it's the strongest part of that ABC pattern because it manages to break down under the low made by the first move down in wave A of 4, and it has to be subdivided into 5 subwaves. Friday, 9:25 a.m., 5 minutes before open, I post SPY 15 minute may be completed at support. So we got that move down, and this is our 123.6 extension at 273.24, and we are testing the low made on February 14th. So I see a completed setup retesting an important support, and that makes me think that it's time finally to buy longs. Friday 10:02 a.m. I reaffirm my vision, and I'm saying that we are in the buy zone. This is where I personally buy several ETFs, triple ETFs like TNA or UPRO. Thursday 4:07 p.m. The previous evening I pointed attention of my followers to that blue line. Again, this is 200 moving average added to 19-minute chart. And I highlighted to them that this is probably the high probability target for that move down. And I added that green target box for them. They would know where we may go and where we can start buying longs. Friday, 12:28 p.m. We got our first move up. It was pretty weak. It was wave A. Then we got a corrective wave B. And here again, I showed to my followers that could not be all of that. I show them that we should expect another rally, stronger rally in wave parentheses C up, which may target one of those levels. And this is where I start loading my longs again. I start loading calls, because in all the cases the final wave C provides us with the high probability scenario, because at that point we have a stop under this low and we can easily calculate a target by projecting the distance covered by the first move up in wave A. Friday 2:26 p.m. I report to my followers that I got some 275 SPY calls, because I am expecting a rally into the close of the day. And here we get it. Friday 3:09 p.m. SPY 15 minutes, the rally keeps going up. And let's look at TVIX now. So this is 5-minute chart updated on Friday 3:17 p.m. Not only we tagged the target zone I highlighted several days ago, but we also moved past beyond it. The problem, if it was a strong rally, we would get much stronger part here, because if it's wave C up in ABC of wave 1, then we should see here wave 3, which would stretch at least to 176.4% extension of this wave 1 up. But we got strong spike and decline and another some ugly structure here. I tend to think that it was a corrective A up, B down and C up with some ugly structure in C. Yes, we may get another spike up, but I don't trust the structure. So by this time easy money on TVIX is made, and I will be waiting for another clean setup. Please stay with me for 2 more minutes. I'm going to show you a couple of cool features I added to my website. So this is a home page of my website. If you click market analysis, so now you see thumbnails of the main charts I posted together with posts. Not only that, now you can easily filter them out. So you just click Bitcoin and you get all the charts of Bitcoin only. You want to see gold, you click gold. Not only that, you have market analysis and you can access charts only for one symbol from here. Just click crude and you get crude. Click Bitcoin and you get it. So now let me show my educational section. This is where I have a link to my video course. So we started from 100 lectures and 4.5 hours. Now it's more than that. It's over 6 hours of different video lessons and maybe over 120 lectures. Here you see several reviews my students gave to my course. The typical price is, regular price is $99.99. Now I run a specials, 15% discount until 31st March 2019. But what is the coolest thing about that special deal is that if you buy my video course now, not only you have lifetime access to that video course and you will always be able to ask me questions, but you will join my private Discord chart for a free trial period until 31st May 2019. So I'm gonna charge for the chart starting September 1st $50 from those who would join it earlier and $100 who would join it starting 1st of September. So you have a nice opportunity to test it for yourself, and you are getting 2.5 months of free chart, and you will see how I think online, what my setups I'm tracking at the moment, and you will be able to ask questions directly and get my immediate answers. Have a great day today, it's weekend, and enjoy your trading.